Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. As you can see from today's topic is about the things that you are not supposed to discuss with your partner. We all make those mistakes when it comes to relationships, and those mistakes are very common, but we can learn from them. I've made some of those mistakes. One of the mistakes that you can avoid is please don't discuss with your partner with regards to your ex. This is already telling your partner that you haven't moved on, because most of the time you're talking about your ex, what he has done, the things that you hated about him, and this person is listening to the same story all the time. No matter what your ex has done, whatever he has done, just keep it to yourself. Even when your partner asks these questions, of course you can answer them, but you need to avoid going on to this nitty-gritty detail, like sharing every details, what he did to you. You are discussing your ex, and he's thinking, what's going to happen to me when I break this relationship? She's going to be talking about me to the next ex. It's very important not to discuss every little details what happened, because this person is trying to get to know you. And even though they want to know what happened to your previous relationship, but he doesn't want to, or she doesn't want to know everything what happens. I can relate to that because I've done that. I've been there. When I was younger, I used to do that. And now, when I think about it, I actually hate myself. But anyway, you learn from that. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, so that you can learn from those mistakes. Avoid carrying baggage to your next relationship, because this person wants to know you, who you are, not where you come from. So don't give that new person that impression that you were the victim, because you don't know who you're bringing at this moment in your space. What if that person that you're bringing in your space is exactly like your ex? It's just the same person like your ex in a different phase. Because we tend to attract the same kind of person in a different phase, especially if we quickly move into a new relationship when you haven't healed from your own relationship. And the next point is to avoid giving too much detailed information on what you want in a man or what you want in a woman. I mean, that's very common. Most people do that. We become too open in this new relationship, what we want, even though you want this person to know what you want in life, but there's some things that you need to hold on to before you get that person know about them, because a counterfeit doesn't mind pretending to become who you want them to be until they get what they want. No matter how long it takes them, they can pretend to be that person, because you've told them everything that you want in a man. They'll make sure that they'll become that person who you dreamt of having in your life. And you will think that this is God sent. And yet it's not. You've told them. You've handed everything on the platter, how you want your man to be or how you want your woman to be. Counterfeits don't mind how long it takes, as long as they get what they want eventually. Even when it comes to women, women can pretend to be that perfect person until you give them that ring. And then you change and become who you really are. You're not competing with the other single ladies. You're not pretending anymore with the other single ladies. You're married now. Then suddenly you become who you really are. And that's very bad, because you're pretending to who you're not just because you want to be married to this person. So that is why you need to avoid discussing every details, what you want or what you don't want. Even when they do ask you, mention a few, but don't go into a few details, and let them figure out the rest. And the next thing that you need to avoid is discussing with your partner who you've been with or how many partners you've been with. I know we're all curious and we all want to know that number, but when you do discuss it, then what? This may be an invitation for disaster. What if that person doesn't take it well? Maybe you want to learn about your partner's history, but once you know, then what? What I don't understand is we always overlook it when it comes to men. But when it comes to women, it's a problem. Society has made us think that when a woman sleeps with a lot of men, she's a prostitute. And yet that person is human. That person can get married. And you that don't sleep with a lot of men, you end up finding difficult to find a husband. Like that prostitute who married the prophet Hosea. She found a husband, which goes to show that when it comes to God, your pastor's history, as opposed to us humans, men will not tell you their secret plans, but they'll want to see if you're going to give it too soon. And when you give it too soon, then they leave you and find someone else to marry. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. But whatever you do, don't lie about it, because there's a chance that somewhere along the line, when you are in a relationship with your partner, you will disclose the true number. Because guilt will catch up with you someday. Eventually you get caught that you are lying. And the next point that I feel like you shouldn't disclose with your partner too soon is your family issues. Who wants to know in the beginning of your relationship that your family is crazy? Even though you need to discuss this someday, but discussing it too soon will scare that person away. Even when it comes to family secrets, you need to avoid revealing them too soon. Get to know that person well enough before you reveal your family secrets and issues. And let them decide whether they want to stay in that relationship or they want to leave. Because some family secrets, you can't handle them as a person. So give that person a chance to decide whether they can deal with them or they can leave. And once you're in that relationship with that person, you also need to avoid discussing with your friends what happens in your relationship, because these people may use this against you someday. And the next point is financial issues as well. Money matters can be a touchy subject, so you need to avoid discussing this with outsiders. If you are having family problems or money issues, don't go out there and discuss it with your friends or family, even though you think they might help. Talk about it in the home. Talk about it together before you go and discuss it out there. And the people that you discuss this problem with, make sure you trust them enough for them to keep your secret. Avoid discussing any incomes or credits unless you're getting married to this person. No one needs to know what you're earning. Your partner doesn't need to know what you're earning unless you're getting married to this person. Then you can discuss about that. Don't even discuss this with your friends. Sometimes, which comes to the next point, we discuss our partner's insecurities. That is another point that is very important. Don't discuss with your friends your partner's insecurities. Otherwise, you're spilling too much information. You're betraying the trust that that person has for you. Whatever that partner has discussed with you has to be a secret safe space. So once you disclose that to your friends or even your family members, how are they going to trust you with other things? It's hard enough for them to share their insecurities with you. So don't tarnish the trust that your partner has for you by making those private conversations public. It's going to make it very difficult for them to trust you in the long run. There are more things that you shouldn't tell your partner, especially when their relationship is new. But I'll just leave you with this few. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. God bless you.